Irish Demon starts his bromance with Nathan. Mr. 42 swims with the piggies. A special message for the Catman. And my thoughts on the state of the community. Those stories and more today as the plot thickens. Today's show is brought to you by channel members and patrons alike. To contribute to this show, hit that join button or head over to www.patreon.com/theplothole1. That's the number one, not the loneliest number you can ever do. Rack focus. Good afternoon, everyone. Johnny O from the Plot Hole here. Let's put our stethoscopes on and get a check on the pulse of the community. YouTuber Irish Demon has supported his first Nathan.
So guys, I was just in this motorcycle store here in Perth, Western Australia called Rogue Motorcycles. And we got talking. It turns out the guy behind the counter's name is Nathan. So there is evidence now that there are Nathans out there who aren't shit. Really cool guy, really awesome, down-to-earth dude. And then this guy came in and we were talking about flat earth, and he asked the guy, what do you think of that? And he just went, oh. Turns out, no shit, legit, the guy is an astrophysicist. So what are the chances I go into a random motorcycle store, an awesome store by the way, meet a guy working there called Nathan, and then get talking about flat earth, and then an astrophysicist walks in? It sounds like the start of a really bad joke, but anyway, Nathan, if you're watching, it was great chatting to you today, mate, and I'll catch up with you again soon.
With the terrible news coming from Irish Demon's mouth, he won't be able to deny this one. It seems the bromance that was once Nathan and Austin is now Nathan and Irish. We can only guess when the two will start their tour. No word yet from Nathan. We can only assume that he can't tech. The world's second worst rapper and recent debate loser. Don't worry, it was only an exhibition. MC Toon has taken it upon himself to expose a scam from scammers.
Is there an elaborate scheme to bilk anti-5G sympathizers for £150,000? Well, stick with me through to the end to see if my analysis is correct. Hello, I'm MC Toon. Today I want to talk to you about one of the strangest mysteries related to 5G. Now I know what you're thinking. Why does Mark Steele always wear sunglasses in the dark? That's not it. It's also not about why all the 5G truthers keep talking about 60 gigahertz, even though 60 gigahertz isn't part of the 5G specification. I'm talking about a real mystery, the kind that Scoob and the gang might get involved with, something with a bit of actual intrigue, and possibly a bit of corruption. The kind of mystery where 150,000 British pounds gets spent on a court case that makes so little sense that even the people suing the government refuse to talk about it. Back in May 2020, we noticed that Sally Beer began hyping a new legal campaign on her Halt 5G in UK and Ireland Facebook group.
MC Toon, this is coming from someone who has recently investigated scams. Be careful who you point your inquisitive finger at. Before you know it, you're the one that'll be gaining from the scam. At least, that's what jealous content creators will say. Not me. You need to think about that one for a minute. Anywho, with MC Toon's natural ability to reason and draw conclusions based on evidence, I'm sure MC Toon will expose this scam for what it truly is. A means to distract from the fact that he lost and got his backside handed to him by Schrodinger's cat. Recently, Hologram Head and answer to the meaning of life, Mr. 42 has decided that his mental health is no longer a concern as he jumped on the DP train. That's Daniel Pratt train, not the other DP train. Roll the damn clip.
Good day, gentle people. It's your favorite Mr. 42. Welcome back to my channel. I've been avoiding to make a video about today's subject, but no longer. Let's jump on the Pratt wagon.
Thank you, Jesus, for letting me see and letting me know.
Danny boy here made a video with a duration of 18 minutes. Something must have triggered him. I guess life. I sped him up by 150% without making him sound like a chipmunk. If he's gonna sound like a fool, it's all on his own.
Mr. 42, do be careful. I think the saying is, when you, root with the pigs, swim with the fishes. I don't know what the saying is, but you're gonna get a little filthy on this one. By the way, in case you're watching, Daniel Pratt, I'll arrange that IQ test for you. Live. Let's do it. I have several people who are willing to take the challenge.
Break for 30 seconds.
Sorry to bother you. The neighbors called in a complaint.
You are very dear to me, my boy. You are very dear to my heart.
We need the whole story.
I hate the way he talks. It's like an old movie.
Surely you hear.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Are you enjoying the show? Of course you are. Then why haven't you clicked that like button? Go on, click it. Have you subscribed? No? Well, what are you waiting for? Be sure to tickle that bell too, that way you get notified every time a new video comes out. While you're here, check out all the membership options, the merch store, PayPal links, all that is in the description box. Can't afford any of that? That's okay. A simple like, share, and subscribe is all the support I need, and it's greatly appreciated. Remember, if you build it, they will come. Almost real person Schrodinger's cat passed a huge milestone this past week.
99,999.
Oh my god. Dude! I'm so excited. I think I'm
You're more excited than me. I've been... My wife's been talking about that. I guess you've been texting her.
A little bit.
She's like, she's more excited than you are.
Well, I'm like tripping over the fact that
100,000.
Ah!
Nice.
Oh my god! Yeah!
Congratulations. Check the spot.
Oh my god.
Silver play button, everyone. Well, it's gonna arrive in the mail later, but they still have to verify you haven't bought any of your subs.
As a longtime supporter, I remember when he was at 20,000 subs, I want to pass on a special congratulations to Schrodinger's cat. This just goes to show that you don't have to be particularly photogenic, have any kind of voice talent, able to know how to do lighting, able to run your own streams. Have any kind of discernible talent whatsoever of your own in order to be successful on YouTube. What, you're waiting for a just kidding? Don't hold your breath. Oh, all right. I'm just kidding. Congratulations, Schrodinger. You got 1,000 subs. Leave it to a Navy man to need more subs. Next stop, 200K. What, you thought I was going to say 1 million? Don't hold your breath. Finally, I wanted to take some time and speak about the recent goings-on in the debunker community. I have to say, as an outsider to the debunker community, I'm only peripherally involved in this community. I have not seen anyone tear each other down more so than you guys. This place has turned extremely toxic. All the infighting has got to stop. Look, I understand. Somebody says something that makes you angry. You're angry in the moment, you fight about it a little bit, but then you move on. You shake hands at the end of it, or you simply say, hey, look, we can't get along, we don't get along. I'll go do my thing over here, you go do your thing over there, and we'll be none the wiser, and everybody gets along. But for a group of grown adults, I mean, what's supposed to be grown adults, acting the way they act in this community, and it's shameful at the very least. We've got people doxing, we've got people accusing others of just atrocious crimes with no evidence. I mean, we're holding streams to bash one another. What in the hell are we doing to each other? Look, I get that everyone has some sort of loyalty to this person or that person because of this or that or whatever. But does that loyalty mean that you have to, I don't know, be a jerk or being ass to everybody else who doesn't agree with you? That doesn't mean we have to tear each other apart. And that's exactly what happened as soon as Flat Earth died. Packs gotta eat, I guess. Yes, hold each other to a higher standard. But that doesn't mean we have to accuse people of just terrible things and release people's personal information. We don't need threats of violence. This is the internet. This is YouTube. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be entertaining. It's supposed to be educational. Not what this infighting, stupid silliness is. I get it. The whole non-sex show, that created a rift between people. We have to honestly take a look at this whole situation with the non-sequitur show. How does it involve you? What's going on between Steve McRae and Kyle Curtis is between Steve McRae and Kyle Curtis. How does it affect you in any way, shape, or form? Sit down and ask yourself this. What happens if Steve McRae wins the lawsuit and gets a non-sex show? What do you have to gain? What do you have to gain, or what do you have to lose if Kyle Curtis wins? If the answer is nothing, then ask yourself this. Why is my loyalty being given in this manner to these two people when I have zero to gain from it? Everybody likes being on the winning side, but here's the deal. What's going on between those two gentlemen is going on between those two gentlemen, not between the rest of us. Yes, you may have reasons why you think you need to support one or not support the other, and vice versa. But at the end of the day, what do you really have to gain? What's in it for you? Not a whole lot. Bragging rights? Who cares? It's not like you're going to get a whole lot of money if McRae or Curtis wins. It's not like you're going to get a whole lot of notoriety. It's silliness. If you want to report on the situation that's going on, report on this, that, and the other, that's one thing. But to sit there and hold, so-and-so sexually assaulted me, or, so-and-so did this or that, blah, blah, blah. Here's this person's personal information. Here's that person's personal information. Sit around doing that doesn't do anything. You're not going to help McRae or Curtis in any way, shape, or form by doing these types of things. And if McRae or Curtis are both, egging this on or encouraging people to do this, that makes them both bastards and not really worth looking up to. If these guys want to be the pillars of the community, they need to stand and hold themselves up to a higher standard. There we are again with that higher standard requirement. McRae, Curtis, if you want to be pillars of the community, if you truly want to be examples of what it is to be leaders, then stop the bullshit. Tell your supporters, tell your sycophants, tell your whoever to stop the bullshit. Publicly denounce those who do the things that you know are wrong. Yes, we understand that you two have beef with each other. That doesn't have to involve the rest of the community. And community, it's one thing to say, hey, look, I agree with McCree because of this, or I agree with Curtis because of that. And at the end of the day, if you find somebody who disagrees with you, that's fine. Disagree. Have a disagreement. It can even be heated, but leave it at that. All right, cool. We don't see eye to eye on this. We'll find out how the whole thing comes out in the wash when the court cases and whatnot are finished. That's perfectly fine, perfectly acceptable. What's not acceptable is to accuse people of stuff that they didn't do, especially when you have zero evidence, or to release people's personal information. What's in it for you? Think about that before you start going off on all of your, I'm going to hold a live stream and sit here and talk shit about people, or I'm going to do this and release this person's information. Just don't do it. Be a better person. There's only one person who can stop you from being an asshole, and that's you. Don't let outside influences negatively impact how you go about your life. Finally, let's all grow up. Let's stop the silliness. Stop the accusation. Stop the doxing. Reach out to the other person and say, hey, look, I was an asshole. I'm sorry. I apologize. Again, I understand if you never want to see me, talk to me, hear me, whatever. I get it. I just wanted to reach out and give you my genuine apology and leave it at that. Put your apology out there if you think you need to release one, if you think you need to say one, if you do whatever, you want to make amends with somebody, reach out to them personally, make amends, and then leave it at that. Don't expect them to grovel or say, oh, thank you for the apology. That's not the reason why you apologize to someone. You apologize to someone because you recognize that you did a wrong. Regardless of how they receive that apology, once you put it out there, that's it. It's in there. The ball's in their court. But let's all grow up. Let's all be better people. Let's all hold each other to a higher standard. If you see someone doing wrong, pull them aside and say, hey man, that's not cool. Don't do that stuff. Myself included. If you think I'm doing something wrong, I am more than happy to listen to what you have to say. There are plenty of people out there who don't like me or don't like some of the things that I've said or have had issue with whatever. They've reached out to me personally and I've had a conversation with them and I've listened to what they have to say. Sometimes I agree with them, sometimes I don't. But at the end of the day, I handle it like an adult. I'm asking that each and every one of you do the same. Put the stupid shit down. Leave it. Stop doing all this extra crap. Be better people. The choice is yours. Anyway, I'm Johnny O. That's today's news. I really appreciate everybody sticking with me, listening to me rant on for a little bit. Leave me a comment in the comment section with your thoughts. I really do enjoy reading them, and I would be happy to hear what you have to say. As always, I'm Johnny O, and I'll be sure to keep you updated as the plot thickens.